Welcome everybody to Go Local Live. I'm Josh Fenton, CEO and co-founder. Special segment right now. Very excited to have Emet Schwartz, who's running Providence Country Day summer camps. Obviously, this has been about the most disruptive year in American education history. Can't think of any other events that have taken over cause distant learning as we get our number of cases and number of deaths lowered here in Rhode Island. We're returning to some level of interaction with one another, and there's strict regulations, but we're starting to open up summer camps. Emet Schwartz, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, give us a little overview of what summer camp looks like in 2020.
It looks different with some hints that, keep the normalcy alive. So we have our groups of summer camp campers, and we keep them in small contained group. The terminology is stable groups. So we are keeping everyone with no more than 15 interactions. So they're with the campers plus counselors. There's no more than 15 people, and they'll stay together all day. We have great activities planned every day, unique activities. Today, we're doing some egg drops, we're decorating some cookies, doing some bubbles and bubble paint. I can't wait to go back out there and do some myself, to be totally honest with you.
And then decorating cookies beats doing an interview with Go Local Live? I feel somewhat offended.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything bad. I hope you don't prompt this negatively.
Emet, what's the age group that you're working with this summer?
So this summer, we have campers from as young as 5 years old all the way to 15.
And I'm assuming that 5 and 6 and 7-year-olds are in one group, and then sort of, a little older grammar school students, then the middle schools, and then maybe those freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, exactly. So when we separate our groups out at the beginning of the week, they stay together for that whole week, and we're going to break it up based on age group. Just as you said, we don't really want that 5-year-old hanging out with that 15-year-old. You probably don't have as much to talk about.
They can only learn bad things from one another. This summer is got to be a much more valued experience than maybe any other year. For most kids, they have not been with their friends, with others in their own age group since the middle of March in most cases. How excited are they to be in summer camp and out with new people, experiencing new things?
Great question. The kids really, Jen Carl, who runs the camp, she has this phrase which is just perfectly fit for this situation, where it's kids needs kids. The kids are so happy to be engaging with other people their age, being able to talk and communicate besides with mom or dad or some family members. They're over the moon. And the parents have just been ecstatic that they can have some sort of reprieve where they have a place that they can bring their kid for a couple hours, and then when they get home, they're exhausted and ready to just go to eat some food and go to sleep.
What's the day look like? What time do they get there? What time do they head out?
So our day runs from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have a morning circle at the beginning of the day where we kind of just hear what's going to happen. If anything exciting happened overnight at home, the kids are always welcome to share, and that's with the full camp, spaced out, of course. And then we have 3 workshops over the course of the day with a snack and a lunch, and those workshops are kind of what I talked about earlier. Yesterday was awesome. We had a Harry Potter day where they were all dressed up, Wacky Wednesday. It was a lot of fun. And then the day ends with a group activity within their own separate groups and a circle time, which brings us to 3 o'clock, which is normal pickup. But we also offer an extended care program for those parents who have to work a little bit more. So we have an 8 to 9 session and then a 3 to 5 also. So you could have your kid from 8 a.m. all the way to 5 p.m.
Well, listen, nothing's far away in Rhode Island. Everything's an easy drive. And virtually there's no one's on the highways these days because so many people are working from home. But where is the camp physically, and what kind of attendance are you getting so far?
So we are at the Providence Country Day School, which is in East Providence, Rhode Island, right off Waterman Ave. And this week is our lowest week. It's kind of the feel out week. It's July 4th week. And we have 22 campers. Our cap is going to be at 50 because we want to keep the enrollment low to make sure we have safe spaces for everyone, and that's how much faculty we feel can spread through those amount of campers. So we're hoping to fill up for the rest of the summer.
Great. And how many more weeks are there? How long does the program take place until?
This is our first week. We have 4 more after this. So we go all the way through July 31st. And we take the month of August off because it just gets so hot. Parents need a little time to prepare for school. So we decided that we'll end July 31st.
Listen, we've had, I can't even think about probably 150 interviews with healthcare experts over the last 120 days of this, of the coronavirus. And one of the things that we talk about a great deal is the mental health aspect of it, that it's been relentless. And for many parents, trying to do homeschooling has been, especially via the internet, has been incredibly challenging for both students and for parents trying to develop that rhythm and understand how to do education via distant learning. How important is it for parents during the course of the summer to be able to get a little bit of reprieve, because we just don't know what the fall is going to look like?
I think it's wildly important. Just giving a couple hours, that 6-hour span of time away, and giving, for the parents not have to constantly be thinking of activities and things to do with their kids all day, and just having structured, safe, engaging fun. And then, as I said, the fact that they're sleeping at night is a new idea for a lot of parents. I've had a lot say, it's so nice that they're ready to pass out because they've been running around all day. I'm sure is giving them a whole bunch of solace.
And what do you expect over the next 4 weeks? Do you expect, this is more about activity and sort of fun learning than this is not math camp or computer camp, correct?
Correct.
Talk a little bit about that different approach to education and how important it is. Listen, Providence Country Day has always been about a full development of the young mind, but also the body, the full spirit of the individual. How does this mesh with that sort of Providence Country Day philosophy about education?
So Jen Carl, who runs the day-to-day activities and operations, she's done it for a handful of years, has created this phenomenal environment that feels like home and really just lets the kids explore through nature and art. And we implemented cooking and other activities. Just yesterday, the campers made sushi and fake sushi. So they got to make, Rice Krispie treats with gummy worms and just had a blast. I honestly made some later in the day and ate some myself because it looks so good. But it's just this incredible vibe that the faculty has put together to just allow students and campers to run around, to be able to play outdoors, be able to go out into those woods area and just go play for a little bit, see nature. A camper made a little caterpillar house today. Went outside, saw a caterpillar, decided that he was going to make a little home for him. That kind of full experience, being able to take the arts, take the sports, take the culinary pieces all together is really something special and something that I really hope the kids appreciate.
Emet Schwartz from Providence Country Day, I really want to thank you. You get the last word. What do parents need to know about this summer camp?
It's a really phenomenal environment, and I can't speak highly enough about our staff, all PCD current students, alumni, and faculty, so it's all in-house. Really has created a phenomenally safe, engaging, and fun time. If you go to our website, you can find out all other questions and information, and feel free to get in contact with us. We would love to see you this summer.
Emet Schwartz, Providence Country Day, thank you so much. For everybody else, we're going to be back in about half hour talking about what's going on this summer with Fringe PVD and trying to create a new approach to the arts during the course of the summer. Thanks, everybody. Please stay safe, and we'll talk shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.